Hedy Lamarr, born on 9th November 1940 in Vienna, Austria, died on 19th January 2000 in Florida in USA. Hedy Lamarr once was the most beautiful woman in the world, said, "I knew why most people never got rich. They put the money ahead of the job. If you just think of the job, the money will automatically follow. This never fails." Hedy Lamarr was an Austrian-American actress, inventor and film producer. She was part of 30 films in an acting career spanning 28 years and co-invented an early version of frequency hopping spread spectrum. Lamarr was born in Vienna, Austria-Hungary, and acted in a number of Austrian, German, and Czech films in a brief early film career, including the controversial Ecstasy of 1933. In 1937, she fled from her husband, a wealthy Austrian ammunition manufacturer, secretly moving to Paris and then onward to London. There she met Louis B. Mayer, head of the Metro-Goldwyn Mayer MGM studio, who offered her a movie contract in Hollywood, where he began promoting her as the world's most beautiful woman. Hedy Lamarr said, "I knew why most people never got rich. They put the money ahead of the job. If you just think of the job, the money will automatically follow. This never fails." This was the base of our pranayama. This is what pranayama teaches. But what happened with the Indian society, with the Indian gurus, with the Indian saints was they taught, but they did not make it practical. Yin and the yang, positive and negative, only can create electricity. They forgot. They thought this was a physical exercise, but they did not put it into the economic part. Economics never came into them. I knew why most people never got rich. In pranayama, we take 4, inhale 4, and retention is into 16 times. Retention. You have to hold your breath for 16 times. And then you open up and you release 8, 2 times of what you have taken. Again you inhale 4, retention is 16, and you exhale 8. This is the base of and the foundation of the Indian pranayama philosophy, which has been taken around the world. And Japanese knew it. They took our cotton. Chinese made it into cloth material. Japanese made it into ready-made dresses and sold it. And here what we say is, if somebody gives you 1 rupee or you give you $4, you work hard to make it into 4 times. Make it $16 or 16 rupees. And then you give off 2 times of 4 as 8, and balance still is 8 is left with you. That 8 again you convert into 4 times. This is how the multiplication power comes. And what people did, they only did on the physical exercise. They forgot the yin and the yang. Husband has taken the wife for granted, the wife has taken the husband for granted, and that drama continued. Hedy Lamarr said, "I knew why most people never got rich. They put the money ahead of the job." In India's Karma Yoga, we keep on telling, keep doing work without expecting result. That doesn't mean we are not a master, we are not stupid. Keep doing work without expecting results. The moment you expect results, the answer will not be there. You have to get deeply involved. And when the ecstasy comes, when the truth comes, you know how to put it in proper files. The amount of energy you put into your work, the world, the God will shower blessings onto you. But you should know how to take the blessings. The moment somebody touches your feet, the saint and the priest have decided that they are something great. The moment somebody touches your feet means he has surrendered. You have to work very hard even for them also. Hence they thought that you are got a magnetic power. I knew why most people never got rich. They put the money ahead of the job. If you just think of the job, Hedy Lamarr, the most beautiful woman in the world, a film actress, an inventor, said, the money will automatically follow. Yes, money will follow you. But when it follows, you should know how to use it. Many people forget that. That is the stage you're called to become conscious. You cannot be unconscious. Keep doing work without expecting results is what Karma Yoga says. You should look deep into the job, a deep intimate relationship with the job. When you have a deep intimate relationship with the job, when you lose the deep intimate relationship with the job, then you become unconscious, you become a slave. You become a slave for the televisions. You forget about your house, your foundation, your land, your family. When you have a deep intimate relation with the job, then a truth opens. Then the truth tells you, forces you, makes you conscious that out of every $4, you have already got $16. You have worked 4 times more. And half of that have to be given. That giving is to the poor, to the spiritual places, to the government, to the politicians. You shared 1 out of the 5. 4 you are given. 1 you keep. It is what our pranayama teaches. And when you give to them, you get their energy back. Yes, when they show you love, you forget to absorb the love. You forget, you become unconscious. You must make sure when you give love to somebody, you must absorb them. And when they show you respect, you should also make sure that, yes, they are come in God's form. When you can take their energy, that is powerful. And then you can see there is the money automatically follows. Truth automatically follows. Name and fame automatically follows. One of my students was telling me, Guruji, you told me, keep doing work and your body becomes like a magnet. Don't run after the girls. Girls will run after you. Once you become a magnet, so many will come after you. But now look, I'm already old. I did not marry. I did not get even a girl coming after me. But I would like to ask him, did you show the same amount of love? You were after for the money. You were looking whether the girl has got a big house. You're always looking for the money. But if you had allowed it, there are hundreds and thousands of girls who wanting to marry. 100,000 men who want to marry. Want to understand love. But when that facility was not given, even then the hurry-burry, gooseberry is sufficient for them. There is a lot available. You should have the guts to pick it up. You cannot be one-way traffic because Guruji said, only make your body strong. After making the body strong, did you give the love? 4 inhalation? Into 4 times you get 16 times the energy and the money. And you cannot keep that. You must give half of that immediately. And then you go $5 into 4, 20. And you give 10, $6 into 4, 24 you give 12. This is how the strategy goes. You have to keep penetrating deeper and deeper. In love, if you are deep in physically, intimately in love with your subject, you can see the vast ocean opens. I always heard when you walk, even the oceans give way, the mountains give way. Yes, mountains of energy, mountains of money give way. Oceans of money give way. You see, you do not know how to use it. Hedy Lamarr said, I knew why most people never got rich. They put the money ahead of the job. They make a lot of power. They go to the gym. They're very strong externally. They look very powerful. But internally, you have to keep cleansing. You have to also study. You have to be a scientist. Not only just doing heavy work. If you don't cleanse inside, ill health enters your body. What's the purpose if you create a very beautiful house and you see only devil inside? You have to spend time to understand whether you have put up a solar. And this, when you put up the solar, don't think it will work. You have to go and talk to the solar battery and make sure when you have to put distilled water, when you have to clean. Follow-up is very, very important. The day you forget to follow up, then you are living in an unconscious state. Then, of course, you never become rich. I knew why most people never got rich. They put the money ahead of the job. Money ahead of the job. You are like a beggar trying to rob a robber. Always look at the money part. When you know how to give much, as much as possible, which woman, which man in the world cannot love you? If you just think of the job, the money will automatically follow. This never fails. So when you have the money, when money comes, make sure you go to the foot of the mountain and you love the people as much as possible, because your money, if they cannot take it with more love, then everything goes waste. You cannot start the second stage. Hedy Lamarr said, I knew why most people never got rich. They put the money ahead of the job. If you just think of the job, the money will automatically follow. This never fails. Think about it. It's very, very important to have a deep, intimate relationship. And when you have the deep, intimate relationship, even if it gets disconnected, even if the flower is disconnected from the plant, it again creates a new flower. It is not going in a painful strategy, because it has got its energy and its power. That energy and power is your love. When you have the love, strength comes, money flows, and God will shower blessings on you. This is my 236th short discourse.